to the big house, Michigan Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Ducks offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. Here's the bruising running back Jordan Davison. He made it to the end zone 4 times in their victory last time out while picking up more than 100 yards. Running inside, it's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. Down inside the 35, stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Got it. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They march to the red zone, and here they go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
The play-action fake. On target. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Andrew Marsh. Can't wait to watch this matchup against the supremely talented Brandon Finney.
And, man, this matchup just brings so many scouts. Like, so many people wanting to see one of the best wide receivers, one of the best corners. Who's going to win this matchup? Palmer, they are watching because this is NFL talent on NFL talent, and this will absolutely affect draft stock.
This is probably the best one-on-one matchup we're going to see in all of college football this week specifically. You've got two guys that are going to be going toe-to-toe at the next level as well. These guys are going to make a lot of money, and whichever of these guys gets the better of the other today, I think gets a leg up in that competition and that conversation when we get to draft time.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Now they'll run the draw. Maybe a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Creates a little space. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The offense changing the play. Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? This quarterback, part of their running game, doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Looking for a push on 4th down. Finding some room. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
This is an offense that prides themselves on the ability to run the football, right? They trust those big bodies up front, and on 4th and 1, there was no question. They were going to go for it, they were going to hand it off, and they get the 1st down.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Marshall. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. They'll go to the air. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. They've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for space. It's Davison. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking to throw for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Ducks. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Michigan offense. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to the ground. Turning it on. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Finds. Might have a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial. That's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man. You get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right, he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Gets the back moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Here's a little room there. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Davison. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Caught, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Davidson. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yards.
There's a crease. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking for a gap. It's Davison. Got a little grass. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Ducks will call on their punt team. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 25. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Creates a little room inside the 45. A little excitement there to wrap up the 1st half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio update. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Gibson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Michigan coach at the half. His running back has started to get in that Heisman conversation, and he is thrilled with the way he's performing. Sometimes hype off the field can be a distraction, but that has not happened. This running back has been locked in, dialed in, and is performing at a high level so far in this game. We'll see if he can keep it up here to start the second half. I'll keep you posted. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On the run, it's Marshall. And the defense drags him down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Got him downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Continuing to turn and moving forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Maybe some room here. Running inside the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Michigan. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And the extra point was good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
They booted away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. There's some room. Makes it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quarterback running on the draw. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got his man. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. There he goes. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Bear. He's loose. The 20. To the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This lead that they've been working with is dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. It's a draw. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Here's Underwood to throw. They've got the screen set up. Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. However, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Howard.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
All right, Holly. Bought a little time. Let's it go. Got the back over the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Bear. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fellow right in the middle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is a lot of momentum and excitement. Of course, this is the #1 team in the country, so we shouldn't be surprised. But their offense is performing like it, creating turnovers, creating momentum. They want to keep it going here with the lead. A lot of good energy and
turning it on.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Bring in the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Wolverines will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He might be gone. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going for it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. In the red area, it's Davison. Touchdown! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he makes the extra point. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Lily. Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Here we go. Ready. Wide 80.
On the run, it's Davidson. Across the 25, he's got room. All the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. He beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got his man across the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to take a shot. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he puts through the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, and knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
On the run, it's Marshall. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Oh, better. Could be an alley. Picks up the 1st down. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Getting set for the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it.